So we'll continue Ois Bays. The Rebbe explained over here the difference between the approach of the Chachmei, the Umas Ha'olam, while they also admit that everything comes from Hashem, but by them it's in a way of Ishtalshelus, that creation is Ishtalshelus. By the Yidden, it's a level of Bligavul, and it's Ein Soif, and it's not Be'erech. And he explained the Pasuk Nifleisecho, Machshavesecho, Elaine and Narech, as explained earlier. Base. That's why our sages of blessed memory referred, when they called about the Eibishter, they called the Eibishter the name of HaKodesh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be He. They call him the Holy One. Why the Holy One? Hainu, that is, Shehu Kodesh Umuvdal Mikol Ha'ilamas, that He is holy and separate. He's distinguished from all the world. He is separate, which means that even while He created everything, He still remains holy and distinguished and separate. The world and everything that fills the world, they do not affect any change. And that is, how come there is no change? Is mishum shein lahem erech v'yichus elav yisbarach, because there you have no comparison, and there is no relationship to Him blessed, so therefore they don't matter, and therefore they cannot make any change. This is the idea, what we call the Seviv Kol Almin, that He surrounds all the world, meaning He's not invested, so that He does not get affected by the world. And it's known, the meaning is not that He circles and He surrounds it from above. When we say Seviv Kol Almin, that He is above and He's not there. As Hashemayim v'esoretz anim oliksi, says the Eibishter, says the heavens and the earth, I feel. But the idea is, what does Seviv mean? She'ein hashpo mimenu bo b'bchinas gilu ba'olumas, that the flow from Hashem does not come in a level of revealed into the world, as the level of Ilav that we're talking about before. Because when there is the Hishtalshlus, the chain reaction, step by step, Ilav Olu, so then Hine Ha'olu Yodeyo Masig Eza Soga Be'ilosei, the effect knows and grasps somewhat, some grasping in its course. And he becomes subjugated through this grasping. So that means that there is a connection from the Olul to the Ilo. And that is Shashefa Ilo Be'olu, that the flow of the Ilo and the Olul is actually revealed. As opposed to when we talk about the creation relative to the light and the power that flows in Him, from Beis Baruch Hu. Lahavoy so ma'ayin liyesh, to create him from ex nihilo into being, from nothing into being. Shashokoyach hashoifei aboy eine muslig etzloi klal uklal, that the power that flows in him is not grasped at all at all. V'lochein hanivro hu yesh v'dover nifrod b'fnei atzma. And that is why the created being is an entity and is separate. In his own eyes, he feels himself independent. In his own eyes, machmas hester zeh, because of this block. So the people don't have, the nivroim don't have any grasp or any connection to the higher olamos, and therefore they don't see themselves, and they're not bottled. They don't see themselves coming from the Ein Sof, and they're not bottled. Raksha be'emes hu, but the emes is kemoide kamei yisborech, that the way it is in front of Hashem blessed, kula kelo chashivi, everything is considered like not, like nothing. So bechinas soivev kol almim, so bechinas soivev kol almim. This is the level of soivev kol almim, shashpo, and many is baruch bo bechinas hester, that the flow from him blessed comes in a hidden way. For had it been in a level of revelation, then it could not evolve and become at all into worlds. But everything would have been infinite. But the truth is that there is no place, there's no place just like before the world was created, the same thing is now. So we have the difference between the level of Soivev and the level of Ilov Olu. The way the Eibishter creates the world is in a way of Ilov in Soivev, is in the way of Soivev Kulam. Yes, the Eibishter fills the world, but the Nivroim don't have a concept. They don't understand the source, and therefore they feel themselves dependent. And that's necessary in order to create a world, because otherwise everything would be Ein Sof, would be infinite. This is why we call him HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Hainu, that means Shahu Yisbarach Kodesh Umuvdal Me'a'ilmes, that he blessed is holy and distinguished, separated from the world. V'habriyo yesh me'ayin mamish, and creation is an entity from nothing. Mamish comes into our being. Sha'oir v'chayis hamislabish b'ha'oilamoisi kiloi chashivi kamei yisborech, that the light and the energy that dresses up in the world is considered like nothing before him blessed. The Hainu, so that means that this is all, the whole world next to HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the totally not of value, and the energy that vitalizes the world is nothing, no value. I knew that is the main creation of the world is through the measure of his blessed Malchus. As we say, Yochid Chei Ha'olami Melech. Yochid. The Eibishter is really Yochid. What is the Chei Ha'olamim? Is Melech. What vitalizes the world is Malchus. I know Shebe'emes Yochid Miyuchad K'mei Koydem Bri'as Ha'olam. That the Eibishter is only, and he is united. He's one and only, singular, just as before the world. The world didn't bring in another entity really here, nothing else transpired. So what is the energy of the world? That is only from the level of Melech. Just like by example, when we talk about a king of flesh and blood, the fact that he is a king over the country, that's not his essence. That's not, what is the king? The king, what is the essence? What is the thing? What is the king? That is that he is understanding, his the wisdom. Verak inyan malchus. So what is malchus? The malchus is that his name is called on them, Shemoylech al ha'oretz, that he is a king over the world. So likewise we understand above. She's havus kol elames elyonim tachtonim who araka the midas malchus, that the creation, the bringing into being, and the creation of all the worlds, the upper and the lower, is only through the measure, the midah of malchus. All of the world have no comparison and no connection to the blessed essence, Mahus, and the essence of Hashem. That he, because he is exalted and raised from them. And the energy and the creation of the world extends to them. Rak mimashahu nikrahu yizbarach melech aleim, from only from the fact that he is called, blessed Hashem is called their king. And there can't be a king without a people. And therefore, there is people there, but it's not the essence of the king. The king himself is higher. It's just an extension. It's just a level of malchus. That's why we call malchus with the name of crown of malchus. Why we call keser malchus? Kimoi keser shia Torah al harish. Just like a crown, which is a adornment, it's an Torah over the head. And it's made out of precious stone. It doesn't have a connection with the essence of the person that dresses up in the crown. The crown is external. It's not anything to do with the person dressing it up. When the person has the level of keser on him, right?
Chaf Mem Chaf. The Malchusa Chaf Mem Chaf.
Mem Chof.
No. Chaf Mem Chaf.
Okay. K'mekei nikra b'chinas malchusa. K'mekei inyan b'chinas malchus atzilus. So the same thing. This is the idea of malchus atzilus is shekol ha'olam is ein shaychim la'atzmusei sheyu poilim bo yezeh shinu chas v'sholem, that they have no connection to the essence, that they should impact some change. God forbid. But rather the vitality and the creation of the worlds and all creation comes from his blessed love of Malchus. That it's through the worlds that you can tell the measures Malchus. V'nikra oz melech aleihem, and we call, then he's called the king over them. Ke melech b'loy om. What does it mean? A melech b'loy om. Om is meloshin. A melech who meloshin oimemois. That means oimemois. Hainu bechinas tzimtzumim. I think like Cholim Oimemois, when they are going out, meaning that they're losing their. That means Hainu bechinas tzimtzumim vehes toidus. Tzimtzumim vehes. What is the next word?
Shal Yadei.
Bechinas tzimtzumim.
Vehastoiros Shal Yadei.
Vehastoidus, right? Vehastoidus. Shayidei tzimtzumim elu os shayich li is bechinas melech. Through these restrictions, then he can be a king. But the truth is that the Seviv Kolam, the truth Hashem surrounds the world, and Hashem, I didn't change. Just like before the world. The Tzimtzum and the Hester allows for him to be a king, but the truth before Hashem, there's Lo Shanisi. Like before the world was created. And the Shemayim, the Oretz, Animole. The Eibishter still fills the world like always. Nothing changed. And the only thing is, through the Tzimtzum, the Olamais feel themselves as an entity. That's why the level of Malchus is also called shame. A name. Kishem Moide Al Gilui. Shame points to revelation. Kimash Nikra Melech. For this, why he is called a king, Hurak Shenigla Chinas Melech Al Yidei Hester V'Helam Atzmusei. That the fact that we call him king is only that it's been revealed the level of Melech by the obscurity and the hiding of his essence. So that's why it's a shame, it's a name, it's a revelation. It's a revelation through the Tzimtzum. V'lochein nikro HaKodesh Baruch Hu. And that's why he's called HaKodesh, but we also say Baruch Hu, Pirush. What it means is Shehu Yisborech Kodesh Ubaruch. He's both. He is distinguished, but is also Baruch. In his essence, who he is holy and he is separate from the world. But v'afal pikein, and still, ugamkin Baruch, he is still Baruch. He's also Baruch while he's Kodesh is Baruch. Pirush. Loshin bracha v'hamshacha, which means a language of bracha v'hamshacha, to draw down and bring down. And he extends into the world through the level of his name, umalchusei, and his kingdom. From the level of Malchus, here extends the creation of all the world. That the Eibishter had a desire, HaKadosh Baruch Hu desired to have a dwelling place b'tachtonim. Dahainu sheyiyah hisabus olam es tachtonim. That this should be a creation of the lower worlds. How through the many restrictions that are too many to count. And yet, there too, there should be a dwelling place, the resting of the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, so that the glory of Hashem will be revealed, and Ein B'Ain Yiruchu, and eye to eyes to see. How do we come? So we have HaKodesh, creates the world, and then Baruch Hu, then we're mapshich into the world. That's by bringing down from the level of Seif Kolamik. Asher Kamei, before the Seif of Kolam, before him, Ruchnis v'Gashmis, whether it's spiritual or physical, Hakol Shavim, it's all equal. This is similar to the saying of our sages. In the place where we find the Psukim, Gemara brings down a Megillah, wherever it talks about Hashem's greatness, immediately we find Hashem's humility, that Hashem lowers himself to take care of the people that are have misfortune. Pirush. And the Nusay, what is it? The Nusay, who Mashahu Yizborech Mashpil Atzmei Lashgiach B'Shamayim V'Oretz Agashmis Kol Kach B'Proti. That is that Hashem lowers himself to supervise in the heavens and the earth, physical earth, the extent in all the details. So Hashem investigated the person's kidneys and heart. We're saying that Hashem takes care, supervises everything. The steps of man, steps of man have been prepared by Hashem. Hakoil behashgocha protis. Everything with a very specialized, specific supervision. Shazahu anova gedoylov. This is a great humility. Shuhu yizbarech ein sof. That he, blessed, is infinite. Umashpil as atzmei lehashgiach bebriyas shfolim chulu. And he lowers himself to supervise into the low creations. This is actually his greatness. That represents the fact that the Eibishter can come down and supervise into the details, into the low world, is the greatness. Since he blessed is holy and separated and surrounds the world, and Shaykh Loimar so we can't apply to say that this is his greatness. Hashem's greatness that he created the upper world. Hashem's greatness is not that he created the upper worlds. Hashem's greatness is that he created this physical world. Because the spiritual world, ki afilu gan eden ha'elyon, hurak ziva ora ba'alma, the upper level of Gan Eden is merely a ray and a shine. Before Hashem, darkness is like light. And quoting from the Kabbalah, "Vafilu oir tzach ucham hu kodam ilas so'ilas." Even the very refined light, atzach, uchamu, it's dark before ilas so'ilas, the one who causes all causes. For Hashem, even the lightest level is dark. So that's not the praise of the Eibishter that he created Olam Es Elyonim, because at the end they have really no value and they're considered to be dark next to Hashem. But on the contrary, Mashahu Yisborich Mashpilas Atzmoi Liros Bashomayim Uvaoretz, the fact that the Eibishter lowers himself to see what's going on in the heavens and the earth, Zahu Gedulosei, this is the greatness. So what is the idea over here?